Hey yo, what's decent? I have with me a Pokemon Stadium Wi-Fi OU match. That is nuts! I still find the concept of being able to play Pokemon Stadium and or Pokemon Stadium 2 over Wi-Fi to be completely intriguing. Like, that's nuts. I'm on my freaking computer playing somebody and wow, that's nuts. So anyway, my opposition is going to lead out with Gengar. I'm going to respond greatly actually by leading out with my Starmie. I was contemplating leading out with Snorlax because I was so sure that he would actually lead out with Gengar and want to put something to sleep, but I didn't want to risk my Snorlax being put to sleep and then me not being able to inflict the Earthquake onto the Gengar. So anyway, I'm just going to switch right out into my Snorlax now because he's going to be kind of a fool to stay in with the Gengar first turn when I do have a Starmie, especially since I do have this, I think I have Psychic on this thing. I'm not exactly sure. I did make this team like about a week ago. I didn't even check my moves pool until like about like when I started playing, and it actually turns out that I don't have Psychic. I have Blizzard and Thunderbolt, but that's not even the case right now that we have to deal with. This chance he just inflicted the counter on me, man. Oh, my special wall bites the dust turn 2. I was a little suspicious of why I went first too. My Snorlax was like slow and I was like, oh my gosh, Chansey, please do not have the counter, and he turns out that he does. Crap. So anyway, I bring out my Executor. I'm gonna make him think that I do have the Explosion, which I actually don't. This is a self-proprietorship of an Executor set, and what I mean by that is that it has Stun Spore, Double Team, Leech Seed, and Psychic. Now, it could actually go hand in hand with the Slowbro that I do have, which is an Amnesia set. So if like something has the Leech Seed and it wants to like stay in and try to stall me out just in case that he might have a Pokemon that has Rest, then I could switch into my Slowbro, get off in a free like Amnesia while he's getting zapped by the Leech Seed. But none of that's even gonna like really even take place anytime soon, because look what happens. I go for the Stun Spore. It's not even like Stun Spore didn't hit it, but like I'm +1 evasion, right? His Blizzard hits 2 times in a row, and I go for the Stun Spore trying to paralyze it, really, Kashiv? Trying to paralyze it, and then it's like no effect. I mean, like, I guess you can't poison a weed smoker with weed. I mean, but like Vaporeon. He's been visiting a whole bunch of clubs lately, man, because my Stun Spore's not doing anything. It had like 0 effect. The game just flat out told me what's good. It's like, yo, you ain't catching Vaporeon with these Air Jordans or whatever hype sneakers that you know, the in-crowd wears nowadays. But anyway, he's just gonna switch out into Gengar, suspecting me to go out and use Explosion. I'm just gonna go and use Stun Spore on the switch, catch the Gengar, and I'm just gonna proceed with my plan to go and use Double Team, probably just try to get up a Leech Seed. The next turn I'm gonna probably try to do, since Stun Spore didn't even affect Vaporeon, was try to get up a Leech Seed to replenish my HP, but Vaporeon is not even trying to look at any of that. Critical hit this time, man. For you gotta see for effort. Damn, Executor bit the dust and wasn't able to do anything to anybody, man. That would have been a hell of an annoying set to put up with. Like, +6 Double Teams, Leech Seeds, Psychics, are you kidding me? What is taking that down? Like, you can probably outstall it, but like, you're not taking that set down, sorry. But, you know, I guess Vaporeon just defied all logic and did the impossible and was able to take it down early game too. It's like only 3 minutes in the video. So now I'm just going to switch out into Starmie just to try to scare away the Vaporeon. I think I just kind of remember if I did switch. I'm not even actually pretty sure if I did. I wanted to stay in and go for the Thunderbolt, but I thought that would be a little too obvious, especially since he has the Chansey, and Chansey can have the Thunder Wave, so I'll just double switch out into my Taurus, which I was talking about a little earlier on, just trying to remember to see if I did switch out or not. I go for the Body Slam on the Slowbro. I know Slowbro at this particular gen is both like a special attacker and a physical wall and a special wall, you know. Everything on this gen is like a physical, special, everything, man. Like, you got like what? Let's say you have a Golem. Golem is like a physical wall as well as like a physical attacker at the same time, you know, like, I mean, like all 252. But my main point is that everything had like 252 and everything, so there's no way of differentiating between those stats. So I get fully paralyzed on the switch, which is unfortunate because I go for the Body Slam. I do have the Surprise Blizzard. I'm able to inflict some super effective damage on the Dragonite, and since I'm a special attacker, I do a lot of damage, but since he's a special wall, he survives it. You get what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking that he's gonna go for the wrap, so I switch out into my golem just to see what he would do. But unfortunately for me, he reveals that he has a surf, and I'm like, dude, damn it. My golem just was like in and out, man. Like a one-hit wonder of his own. Jesus Lord. Golem wasn't able to do anything. I was kind of trying to save that for, like, I guess, Gengar as well as Chansey. But needless to say that even if I was trying to save it for Gengar, Gengar can and maybe will have Giga Drain. So I've seen that before. So he goes for the Hyper Beam now, which is like, crap, I probably should have just like stayed in with the Tauros, because I forgot that I'm also a physical wall with Tauros, you know. So I'm just gonna respond back with a Blizzard. I'm fully paralyzed, so I don't want to take the chance with the Blizzard, even though Blizzard is 90% accurate in Gen 1. I'm able to take out my first Pokemon, which is a Dragonite. That's great. He's gonna respond back by, let's just wait for it. I think he sends out his Slowbro. I didn't really review this video like I really should have, because I'm kind of a little bit of a rush. I have to go somewhere in like half an hour, but I think this is the part of the video where he sends out his Slowbro, and Gumshoe is, yes, indeed, his Slowbro. So now I'm just gonna go for the Body Slam. I think that's what I do. No, I switch out, and I went for Body Slam first turn. I think that's what I did. While he went for the Thunder Wave. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna go into my Slowbro of my own, because I'm suspecting, oh crap, that he would be my most feared set, which is also the set that I'm carrying. My set is Thunder Wave, Amnesia, Psychic, and Rest. And his, I believe, is what he told me after the match, was Thunder Wave, Amnesia, Surf, and Rest. So oh my god, we're gonna be here forever. Jesus Lord. Slowbro versus Slowbro, and none of us have any moves that deal super effective damage to each other. Not like Slowbro carries any of those kind of moves anyway in first gen. You have to kind of like wait until second gen at least to have like hidden power or something. But in this case scenario, man, like, oh my gosh, I could just see it happening. Like, this is gonna be like a 62 turn something battle with just Slowbro versus Slowbro alone, you know. So he tries out Surf to see the damage output. I'm just gonna continue to go build up my stats. I'm +6 now. And what I mean by that is I'm +6 special attack as well as special defense, and that's the way Amnesia worked, if I didn't explain that already. So he switches into Gengar, which is great. I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, Gengar can't possibly take a +6 Psychic, but it does! Are you kidding me? Gengar, ladies and gentlemen, just took a +6 stab you in the mouth Psychic. That is, oh my god. I have to pause this commentary for a minute. Deep breath, and I'm back, and I've come to the conclusion that my pride as a Pokemon trainer won't allow me to see any damage roll atrocities like that again. You have to be kidding me. How the hell did Gengar survive that to begin with even? Isn't it like stab and, wow, okay, I'm not even gonna touch baseball on that. He sends out Nidoking, goes to the Earthquake. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get off a nice rest, get myself rid of this paralysis state that does not take place as I get fully paralyzed, and he's able to two-shot me with the Earthquake. What is going on? I lose my... Oh my god, that is my ultimate weapon right there. Slowbro is my ultimate weapon with the Amnesia thing going on there. You saw how many guys you had to switch in? 2 poison Pokemon ironically take out the Psychic, if you guys did notice that. So I'm gonna bring in yet another Psychic to try to deal with this threat here. And I'm gonna go for a Blizzard. I don't have Psychic, so Blizzard is the next best thing for me to do. And he's gonna retaliate back with the Body Slam. Please don't paralyze me! Okay. Oh man, this is so much fun actually. And then afterwards I'm just gonna go for the secondary Blizzard. Hopefully it hits. Good. and it takes it out. No max damage rolls here. That's one thing about Gen 1 that you guys would kind of realize. Like, you guys can, at one point, I remember as a kid, I'm like, okay, Flamethrower is going to put it at amount of HP where, like, okay, he'll have like 97 HP left. And then my sister was looking at me like, yo, Kashif, how did you know there's no min-max damage rolls? You know, so everything's like a set amount of damage here. So he's going to bring in his Chansey. Damn, this thing Chansey, man. So now, I think he's just going to go for the Thunderbolt and inflict some damage onto my Tauros. This thing is going to be a hell of a pain to take out. And I know that if I want to inflict some paralysis, I was going to do that same mistake again. Inflict some paralysis on the Chansey, I'm going to have to catch it when I have Starmie in place. He reveals to me that he has, indeed, Thunderbolt, so that's going to be a hell of a tough time for my Starmie if I want to keep Starmie in play or something like that to deal with not only a special wall but a special attacker, you know. So I'm just going to decide to go for the Thunderbolt. Thankfully he stays in. He's not going to take that too well, obviously, despite it being a special wall. And then he's going to retaliate back with the Thunder Wave. I fear, and I actually think that if he didn't get off the Thunder Wave there, that he would have actually went back out into his Chansey. I was hoping that he would get fully paralyzed to do that, so that I would be able to get off a nice body slam coming from my Tauros. But then again, he might have the counter and do the counter. You know, I don't even know. I'm kind of in a dire situation here. I get fully paralyzed on the spot. It's not like me using Thunderbolt is going to have a substantial amount of effect on Chansey. He's just going to double switch, which is awesome. Back out into something predicting me to bring back in my Tauros to inflict some damage, preferably on my Tauros. He brings back in Vaporeon. I'm able to get the paralysis on it. And that's great also, because now it'll make it slower than both my Starmie and my Tauros for when it's needed the most. He's just going to switch right back out now. I should have actually went for the Thunderbolt. He's going to switch out into his Slowbro, which is great, because I'll stay in and go for the Thunderbolt, but I'm paralyzed on the spot. And I keep saying it like that because that's how the announcer says it in Pokemon Stadium 1. But I'm now going to go for the Thunderbolt, and it's going to kill. That is great. Slowbro is out of there. No rest, no nothing. Jesus Lord. So now it's 2-2. And if I play this right, I can actually maybe win. But I have a long ass way to go. It's going to be very, very freaking tedious. I'm telling you that right now. Just because of Chansey. So... Now it's funny though, because before I had Snorlax, I also did have Chansey on my team too. And I was thinking, like, you know, let me just change it over to Snorlax. He goes and uses Soft Boil just for quality insurance. This call may be recorded for quality insurance, and that's exactly what Chansey just did. You know, so I'm just gonna fully paralyze it now, making it slower than both my Tauros as well as my Starmie, which is great. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt, see how much that does, and that does nothing. He's gonna go for the Ice Beam, I guess, predicting me to switch out into my Tauros. Thank God he doesn't necessarily have the Blizzard. But needless to say that I'm happy that he actually went for the Ice Beam as opposed to going for the Thunderbolt. So now I'm just gonna switch out into my Tauros, hopefully, and he doesn't do any kind of damage, and he's paralyzed on the spot. Yes! So now I'm able to get like some damage on the Vaporeon switching, assuming that he will switch out into Vaporeon, but then again, I guess he wouldn't because of his amount of HP that he has. So I'm just gonna switch right out into my Starmie. He goes and uses Softball, assuming that I will go for the Hyper Beam. So that's actually a good move there. But now it puts me at a situation where I'm like, crap, he can inflict some damage onto me, and this will be like kind of in a bad situation here. But hopefully he doesn't, because damn it, he does. Thunderbolt. So Thunderbolt's gonna put me at my HP where I can't take another hit. And I was like, crap. I really wish I was able to inflict some damage. I'm just gonna go all out here. Hyper Beam, look how much damage that does. That's lovely. And it's paralyzed, that's great. But I have to like one turn recharge because I wasn't able to one shot the Chansey with that. And at the same time, he's paralyzed again! My Tauros lives to see another day. This is amazing, man. Defies all logic. Tauros, can you do it? And I'm getting over excited here, man. So he's gonna bring in his Vaporeon. I'm gonna go for the Body Slam. Body Slam does a lot of damage, considering that Vaporeon is also a physical wall, as well as a special wall and everything else. So now I'm just gonna switch into my Starmie now. I guess I'm assuming that I would take down the Vaporeon with a Thunderbolt here, right? But I've seen how much Thunderbolt does, and it's paralyzed again. I see how much Thunderbolt does. I'm just gonna actually go for the Blizzard, because I'm thinking that Blizzard can two-shot the Chansey at that particular amount of HP. So he brings this in, right? It's at 199. There's no way he can take like 2 Blizzards right now. So I'll go for my first Blizzard, and I'm like, I can kill you. And Chansey's like, nah, don't get too happy, man. You need like about 12 more hit points to 2-hit KO me. And I was like, crap. You have to be kidding me. The smartest thing for him to do right now is to go for the softboard. And I'm thinking like, oh my lord. All my hard work, just like my Hyper Beam, everything. Ah! So now he's just going to switch out to Vaporeon, thinking that I will go for the Hyper Beam right off the bat to finish off the Chansey. That was actually an option, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, let me just go for the Body Slam just in case he happens to switch out. And he does switch out into Vaporeon, and I'm like, okay, this is awesome, because assuming that amount of damage from Body Slam, the Hyper Beam, the follow-up Hyper Beam will be enough to take out Vaporeon, and I will win because of how Gen 1 works. When you kill something with Hyper Beam, you don't have to recharge. This is awesome. What a comeback, Tauros. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your hard work, man. So Vector, man, that was a good game, man. Oh my lord. Chansey has no chance against Tauros. And I have to admit, Vector, that you did scare me like at the beginning of the match and everything like that, man. But I'm glad that it's all over right now, because Tauros is what? Hello? This is Gen 1. You don't recharge? Damn. Oh, I got this. There's no way in hell Starmie's making a comeback on a Chansey. Look at that clown, man. I work at the Pokemon Center. Get on my level. You just a sea somewhere washed up in no man's land. Nobody wants a Starmie. You go to the sea. Oh, look, it's a Starmie. Done. Nobody bringing home a Starmie. So crap. I'm just gonna skip up all the stalling that I was doing, like with the recovery and everything, until I get fully paralyzed. And he's able to one-shot me, rather two-shot me actually, with the Thunderbolt, and that was a crazy game. 1-0. Definitely had a lot of fun. Peace. What you doing?